It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Falcons and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be
two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Devin White, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Play action now. Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Carter, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So that'll be no better than an incompletion at its second down.
The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, rather.
That too.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Working out of the gun, Cousins into the hands of London. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Cousins.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Mooney, the motion man right.
Off the play fake, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Devin White, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Robinson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a second down coming up. To throw, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Devin White able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Catch made here by Campbell. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
So this play, you know, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing is Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now.
To throw is Cousins.
That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Cousins.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Cousins.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Dan, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Kenny Pickett and the offense set for their next possession. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Cousins. That's brought in downfield by London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Campbell making the catch. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw, Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense, and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Cousins now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the Cardinals who come away with the victory at home. James Conner, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Quick slant here to Smith.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Pickett.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenny Pickett
Keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Robinson up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. To throw, Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Third and 19. Here's Pickett.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Cousins.
Throw left side, there's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcons first down.
Here's Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins.
To the right side and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out here with the option left. A strong running. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the toss, here's Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 3, second and a yard.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Barkley inside handoff. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Pickett down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everyone.